Listen, guys. I want to cop some please right now. I've just had a
Oh, here
really
we go.
really
Here we
busy.
go.
No, I've had a
Life.
really busy
Yeah, life has been
2 weeks.
busy.
Yeah, life has been lifing. Life has
Yeah, I've
been
been busy
lifing.
with work,
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. No,
Oh
but
my
it's true
goodness.
though. It's
My
actually true.
dog. Yeah.
It's actually true. My dog ate my laptop, so I couldn't make beats anymore.
Dog ate my. Oh, what an excuse. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. With that excuse, you redeemed yourself. Not.
In the middle of it all, I soar, I roar, like a lion at dawn. I'm drawn, I'll follow you. Ambia mama niko sawa, niko hai. Usijali mambo sawa, niko hai. Niko huru, I can see the horizon. We are on fire, we are on fire, we are on fire, we are on fire.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the 30% podcast, episode 141. 141 weeks of us breaking down what's going on in the music industry. Actually, more than that, 140 something. My name is Sam. I'm here with Afam Mefuna Onyebadi, who joins us gracefully, schedules us into his
join you.
time. Thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
We talk about the Kenyan music industry. Just trying to illuminate. I think that's what we try to do. Is try to illuminate all the things that are happening, or from the beefs to the hits and the misses to what else is there? From
the beefs to the veggies,
All
to
right.
the porks,
No,
to
no,
the
see.
chickens of
See.
the music industry.
See, you
I don't
ruined it.
help myself, Sam.
You ruined it.
Even me
And you always do
speaking,
this.
I don't know what's wrong
That's-
with me. Actually, you know what? Let me
not
just
good.
let you cook. Sorry.
It's not good. Yeah. What's up?
Nothing is up, man. I'm just feeling very hot right now. It is so hot where I am. Well,
Yeesh.
it's hot and humid. The humidity is what is annoying. But aside from that, we're just coping with life, taking life every day, day by day. Or whatever the saying is. I messed that
I
up.
was like, where are you going? Taking life every day. Okay.
Nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. I am static.
Oh,
I
boy.
am just doing nothing. Yeah, man. But I've been good otherwise. How about yourself, man? What you been up to?
I have been up to no good. Did I do anything this week? Oh yeah, I was out for Elisha Wasaga's listening party of his album Superstar that he just dropped. It was somewhere in Gigiri, which was pretty decent. It wasn't very loud because it was a residential area, so we were kind of like chilling. But it was good. It was good. I wasn't too familiar with his music, I guess. Before I went for the show, I listened to a couple of he has a couple of songs with some people, and I thought they were cool. So yeah, the listen party was great. It was cool vibes. A lot of artists were out there. Some of the artists that featured on the project were out there. Ochiko was out there. Keithan came out. Kinoti was there as well. I don't think Kinoti featured on the project, but they have a song together that they performed. So that was good. Yeah, man. It was an interesting evening. So shout out to him. The album Superstar is out now, wherever you get your music. So go pay attention, go listen, go stream, and support. Apart from that, I don't do nothing else. Nothing else important, man. Unfortunately. Nothing
Yeah,
interesting.
man.
I was good. I
may have just. Oh, go
so
ahead.
before I was going to go because after that I was we were supposed to go to Bar Next Door, but I was so tired. I think Sanai Petande was at Bar Next Door, if I'm not wrong. I think it's her. But I was so tired. I'm like, you know what? Nah. And that would be like 3 weeks in a row being to Bar Next Door. But no, I'm cool. So yeah, I missed that. But maybe next time. Next time, every Thursday we are at Bar Next Door trying to listen to our artists. So that's that. Yeah, sorry, I interrupted you to continue my stories. What's up?
No. I was just gonna say, man. Yeah, I've just been listening to a bunch of music, man.
What are you feeling right now?
So there's this thing that's happening right now where like they're mixing a lot of like Afro beats with like chap music. Also there's a huge genre in the UK right now, like in the underground, it's called jerk music, GERK. And that's been a genre before that popped off like in America, but like they're kind of like mixing it like with like the drill elements kinda, and then also the Afrobeat elements. So it's just a whole mix. And then, there's this one artist called Zay Level 10, and he did a collab with another artist called Fimi Guerrero. Now, me, I don't know, I might be speaking in tongues for some people, but
this is Greek right now. This is foreign tongues right now.
A&R shit right now, but like, yeah, man, it's not even A&R shit. Like, these are people who, like, if you know who these people are. And it's just interesting to see that there is now, like, genuinely, like, there's a bridge forming between both markets. The African market and the UK market is so linked. And I guess it's also because there's a large diaspora of Africans who live in the UK, who live in Europe, and so it just makes sense.
And are very active in the art industry as well. Very active.
Exactly. And bro, these guys are gaining so much steam. Like, I don't know if you guys know about Kids Take Over,
No.
which is founded by Arshan. You don't know about KTO?
Who is
that? Oh
that?
my God.
Oh no, I've seen KTO. KTO all caps, right?
Yes, exactly. The guy, he does the interviews for all the underground artists, etc. Recently, I think he was ranked as the number 23rd most influential person, like in the hip hop industry by Complex. Anyway, like he literally just put out a list of like the dope artists coming out of Africa. Zay Level 10 was on there, Lua was on there. Like there's just a bunch of like underground artists who, by the way, I have also covered in my TikTok series. Guys, feel free to look at that. But anyway, it's just interesting to see how very shameless. But it's interesting to see how the boundaries are breaking, the walls are breaking, man. And yeah, man.
It'd be so interesting to see what the music industry looks like 10, 15 years from now with the internet progressing. Will it be different?
I think things will just be more homogenized than they are, which, to be honest, is not a bad thing. There'll just be a lot more mixing of genres and I guess creation of new genres. You know what I mean? Like, and that's great. I mean, you see Rema with his new Kelebu snippet, which will be out on Friday. And bro is like taking so much inspiration from like Central African, like influence and all that stuff. And it's dope. I like it. I like this new era we're in. And I can't wait to see what comes out of it. How does the Kenyan scene fit into like this mishmash of genres? This is a question I have to you, Sam. Have you seen a lot of like experimentation with, like, for example, like urban tone, genge tone, in terms of fusing it with other genres? I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, you are. That's... I had that. I've had that thought since Friday. Woke up on Friday, went to New Music Friday. I guess the first song I went to was Ira Star's Hot Body. It's called Hot Body. It's called Hot Body, right?
Look what a hot body can do.
First off, man, the production on that joint is insane.
Yo.
And the engineering as well, really good. So I went on there and I'm like, oh man, like this is cool. I don't want to sound pessimistic, but I feel like that we need some innovation. We need like experiment. We need more experimentation. I feel like with genres like gengetone and Afropop, which are some of the main genres, hip hop might be below that. And then gospel flying around in there. It's really just the same sound the whole time. There's not much very like new ideas within that context. We really do need that, I think. I don't know why.
I agree. For me though, it would be well. It's up to us though. I think we are to blame because we are producers. You know what I mean? So we need to be more experimental. Because ultimately artists are gonna hop on what the producers feed them, and then once one artist does something that's like actually good with one of those innovative beats, then everybody's gonna like hop on that sound.
But it's a circular thing. I feel like sometimes the producers are the problem, but then I also think the artists, because if you're in the studio and you come up with let's say you get an artist who is known for doing a specific sound, and they link up with you and like, all right, I'm working on a new album, I want something that sounds like this, like this, like this. Usually they tend to gravitate back to what they're comfortable with. So if the producer comes with something left, it takes a lot of convincing to try and convince an artist to say, okay, no, let's actually work on something, because it's also very vulnerable, right? Because you're not familiar with that kind of sound. So
then be a better convincer. Be a better convincer. That's all I can say. Yeah, man.
No, but at some point, like an artist who wants to do what they want to do, they're not going to. They'll skip you and go get the next guy.
Okay, so this is my view of things. Like, I think artists are generally very they're open to hopping on different genres, right? Like I've seen and I've covered on my series like so many artists who are hopping on grime, for example, hopping on R&B, hopping on Jersey Club, hopping on jerk beats. By the way, that's beginning to start as a thing. I think I want to say I've heard like Brooklyn boys like hopping on the jerk sound, which is becoming the big thing. Because by the way, drill has fallen off in the mainstream conversation. Nobody listens to drill anymore.
It's over with.
It's so over for drill.
Yeah. R.I.P.
But this is the problem though. So Kenyan artists are very open to hopping on different genres. That's great. But we're not yet at the point where we are mixing things like so like, for example, like Butchos hopped on or he created the beat that he made, and that's but that's like a legitimate genre. But how about if we mix Gengetone with so I can only speak like from something that I would be interested in doing, because obviously there's so many combinations that would be cool, but I just want to talk about what I would be interested in doing, which would be like sure, that's what Afam would do. But like just mix like Gengetone with like trap beats, like put a trap 808 on there, like do the Benny X, like
hi-hats,
adding the extra like sub bass
maybe even
thing
samples
that he puts
too
on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man. Like I think that's what we need to be doing as producers, and I think in my opinion, I think we need to take the onus and be more experimental. Because when I look at these kids in Nigeria, man, these guys are mixing Afro beats with underground trap beats, like Yeet style beats, and creating something so like captivating. I don't see why we aren't doing that. And then now artists hopping on that. Now, obviously, the first artist will be frowned upon or whatever, but like, I think we need producers to be bold enough to mix Gengetone and trap in a really like dope way, and then send that to Jovi Jove, see what he does on that. You know what I mean? Then that's gonna be cool. Because you see, I think we pigeonhole artists into like specific genre, like, and producers are to blame, because I'll be like, oh, I want to just send Jovi Jove Yeet underground beats, and then I send him that, or I want to just send him like some trap like Drake type beats, then I send him that, instead of like mixing things. I don't know if I'm harping on this too long. I think that's something we need to start doing.
Yeah, man, and artists need to learn to experiment and be okay with the experiment process, because what tends to happen is sometimes they'll experiment and like they'll do something new. All right, producer, I've not done this kind of thing before. Let's hop on this, and then they'll drop it, and then no one will respond to it. And they'll be like, all right, well, that's that. Instead of trying to use that and gather information and trying to maybe push that sound a little bit more and try multiple times. Sometimes as an artist, you need to do something multiple times before it catches on. If it doesn't catch on the first time and you're dropping out, why are we doing that? Let's not do that. Even producers, I think. So it's just being brave, being courageous with the sound and just valuing it differently. From, I think how we value things now is engagement and is it resonating with people and all that stuff. But then we need to also learn to value it differently and place a different type of value on the art we create. And from then on, then you have less, you're a little bit more free, I guess, to create. And then you start seeing these blends. But yeah, that's shout out to the artists and producers who are doing something different. Keep doing you.
Yeah, man.
For us.
Like, shout out to them. Yeah, and yeah, just to reiterate, like, yes, let's create as many genres as possible. I love it. But let's start mixing genres. That's for me what I want to focus on. Let's start mixing our influence and our flavors with like other influences and see what happens from there. You know what I mean? And I think that's when we'll start really like cooking some really compelling stuff. You get? Yeah. So shout out to experimentation. Bro, we shout out way too many things on this podcast, man. Well, I say we, it's me.
Yeah, it's really problem. Just you. It's really just you. It's 20 shout outs per episode at this point. That's our speed. 20 shout outs per. I'd actually like to know I wish we could ChatGPT this whole podcast history and find out how many times we've actually shouted out things and people just for no reason at all. Just drive by shout outs. That's your thing. Oh man. Well, what's going on in the industry?
I want to shout out. Oh, yeah, I know. I want to shout out certain people in the industry.
See, look what you're doing. Look what you're doing.
Okay, so I found this very interesting. And I guess for me, the conversation starts at what YouTube is doing. So YouTube look like they're rolling out. And I think they've had this as a feature for, I want to say 6 months. But it's something that I've noticed like become... Yeah, no one is really paying attention to it. But like on YouTube Music, you can see people's monthly audience, which I guess is their take on monthly listeners. Actually, if you go on YouTube Music, it literally just looks like Spotify. And yeah, it's just interesting to go and look at the numbers and compare people and contrast things. And, like you look here and you see Toxic Lyrically has 1.01 monthly audience on YouTube.
1.01
does that mean
monthly audience? That 1.01.
Oh, sorry, 1.01 million. Sorry, monthly audience.
Just one guy.
Yeah, just one. No, one and 0.1 of a man.
Yeah.
So I wonder, what do you think what's the metric? Like, is it how many people are watching videos? Is there like a time duration? You know, like how on Spotify it's like, like a listen is only a listen if it's more than 30 seconds. Like, do you think that's kind of the situation here, or what is it? I don't know.
So your question is in terms of the monthly listeners,
like how are we? Yeah, monthly audience, Sam. Monthly listeners is on Spotify. Oh. Do you want YouTube to get in trouble?
It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. Monthly, well, I guess the way they count it, monthly audience is like unique viewers. So the number of unique viewers that view your music video, whatever. Subscribers, non-subscribers. So that's different from the subscriber count, because then subscribers are people who are like, it's like followers where they are literally following you around. Now, subscribers doesn't always mean plays or views or listens. But that's, it's just, I guess it's eyes versus ears, if you really think about it. with the monthly audience being the ears and the amount of people who have actually listened and engaged with whatever it is, and then the subscriber count to it is. And it also seems like you need to get to a certain number of subscriber count for your monthly, what do you call it, to be shown. I don't know whether
audience to appear. Yeah. And I don't know why that's the thing. Yeah, because I'm looking here like, okay, I'll just throw a random name like that. It's not to be shade or anything. Okay, but like you see, Donna, it says she has 17.8k subscribers, but it doesn't show how much her monthly audience is. So I guess it's
maybe 100k is the cutoff.
I think you have to reach. Maybe, because I can see, okay, Brooklyn Boys have 315,000 monthly audience. Saru has 573k monthly audience. Let's see. Ethic has 262k monthly audience. Wakadinali have 1.03 monthly. And when I say 1.03, I mean 1.03 million monthly audience. So yeah. So I think you have to reach a certain threshold. And I think the reason why these numbers are very interesting to me is because this is a really good gauge on what Kenyans are listening to, because Kenyans mostly will consume music outside of radio. They're going to consume music on YouTube. Usually those Spotify, Apple Music charts are not good barometers of engagement, just because there's only a specific audience that listens to music on streaming platforms. And I think that really alienates a huge... Yeah, it alienates a huge part of the listening demographic in the country. So I think it's more interesting looking at these numbers than looking at who has the most monthly listeners on Spotify, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, the discussion with charts in general is like charts and numbers it's something that we have to learn to integrate in our music conversations, I feel, just because we seem to just be playing on the I don't want to say lower level to make it sound like not negatively, but then we're just playing on visibility. We don't do the charts, and because of course like not many people are buying music here, and sort of charts comes from that culture of actually like purchasing music and then figuring out who has purchased the most, and then that has the most it goes high up on the charts and whatnot. So it's really cool. YouTube hit this one. There was not like a major or maybe we missed it. But it does look cool though. It looks cool. And they have a couple of interesting what do you call it? What do you call the things? Interesting features where you can like filter by country, and it's just really cool, fun, nerdy music stuff. You can
filter by YouTube charts. Yeah. You can filter by country, you can filter by date. Like I can look at almost like any week in the year. Which is kind of crazy, man. And so if I'm looking at July 18th to July 24th, it gives me the list of the most listened to artists on YouTube in Kenya. And by the way, this comes as no surprise. The top 4 is Tanzanian artists, man.
Yo, Kenyans, we need to do better. At some point, we have to hold ourselves accountable for this. This is ridiculous.
For real.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
For real, because there's no reason why... Yeah, I'm just saying, there's no reason why the top 4 should be just Tanzanian. No shade to Tanzanian music.
Number 1, Bosso.
Really
number
nice.
2, Harmonize. Number 3, Mario. Number 4, Diamond. It's like, all right. Why?
And then number 5, BN.
Of course.
And then even then, number 6 is Vibes, 7 Zuchu, 8 Wakadinali, then Rivani, then J Melody. So we're just talking about like a top 10 that has 2 Kenyan
artists. That's nah. We have to change that.
No, we do, for real. But I mean, like I said, YouTube is the best gauge for what we have going on, especially like on the listener side. So we need to. So maybe we're not creating enough music that appeals to like the mainstream audience. Maybe that's the case.
Interesting.
Do you think the problem?
What do you mean by that?
Maybe the situation that's happening is we have so many pockets within the industry, and a lot of artists like satisfy those pockets,
Yeah.
but those pockets aren't big enough to put like those artists on the main stage. So for example, like, you know, you look at We Are Nubia, for example, you know, they are doing
Shout out to We Are
well
Nubia.
this year. Shout out to We Are Nubia. And they make amazing music that I think would appeal to the whole country. But if we talk about the reality of what's happening is, I think the people who know of We Are Nubia and listen to their music, it's a specific audience like within Nairobi that's listening to their stuff. And so we just need, I don't know, I don't know, like we just need, but do we need artists to be making music that's more palatable just to like the entire audience, just to say that we have the top 5 on YouTube?
I mean, well, it depends on if having the top 5 on YouTube is that important. But it is a gauge of the demographic and kind of what, like the Kenyan music scene, just I guess it's just back to that whole fragmentation that we kind of have to deal with constantly, in terms of it's just the most vibrant and popping place in terms of music is Nairobi, and well, I would think it's Nairobi. I hope I'm not wrong. And there's just so many different genres going off at the same time. It's almost like a master of what's the term? Master of all? No, what's the thing?
Oh, you're a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Yeah, that's kind of what some can say, by some I mean me. It just seems like we're just doing a lot, and there's not a focus on like a major thing. Maybe we might need something that ties the people together, a genre, an artist, a movement, or whatever it is that ties the people together to be able so that more numbers can get behind that specific art, and then we can start having those conversations where there's so much in front that it has more numbers to overtake all the other stuff, like the cheesy artists and stuff.
I think right now, if I would point at one artist who's doing that, it's Toxic Lyrically. Now, I want to not revise, but kind of like make clear a point I made earlier in this podcast. So Toxic Lyrically hops on that dancehall sound, like the dancehall sound that most of like I want to say like the rappers in the dancehall countries make. And it's that specific, like a Skilly Bang would hop on that type of sound, and so he hops on that, but he does it in a Kenyan way. So I think the primary way in which Kenyans mix genres is we'll go on beats from other areas, and then our version of mixing is by being Kenyan on those genres.
On the
what
genres,
I was talking about is more of for me, what I was talking about is more of a sonic thing in terms of like the music itself. Like I want the beats, I want the beats to blend. I want us to add Kenyan sounds, or just even Kenyan drum patterns, like for Kapuka or whatever, like within the beats itself. I want the mixing to begin even on that stage, even before the artist comes onto the beat and adds his or her own Kenyanness on the beat. I just wanted to like clarify that. Yeah. But like, I think Toxic Lyrically would be one of those artists that kind of unites us, like, you know, like crazy. And he's already doing that, man. Because like, you know, look at songs like Backbencher, and that stuff is going really, really crazy right now. And I think it's important because once the wider industry looks at things in whole scale, you know, they're not going to do minute like research to see what's really going on like in the niches. They're going to see what's like on the surface, what's popping. And, if they go on the charts, like an A&R out there, they're going to use this resource.
Yeah.
Because this is how they're going to like be introduced into our industry. And if they go on here and they see, the top 4 or the top 5 or the top 10 is dominated by a different market, it's a bit troubling. They're not going to want to invest in our artists. They're not going to want to like, they're going to be like, I think their impression is going to be like, okay, if they're really listening heavy to like TZ artists, then that's where like our attention needs to be. So if they want to do things, then they might look at Tanzanian artists before they look at ours. Now, that being said, the only way they're going to look at ours, or the context in which they're going to look at our market, is consumership. Is consumership a word? Is they're going to be
I
like,
think so.
okay, this guy's really...
It is now. It is now.
I don't know. But they're gonna look at us as really, really avid consumers of content. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna invest in the Tanzanian artist that's popping, and then see how they can market them to our market. You know what I mean? Which is kind of annoying, because then our artists don't really get invested in as much. So I think, I think I've taken many words to say, to answer your question, I think it's very important for us to have like our top 5, top 10 dominated by
Kenyan artists. Yes. Because it's an indication of what is going on the ground. Of course, that's without manipulation, because when you start throwing manipulation in there, it's ridiculous. Speaking of
manipulation, like money, manipulation, right, guys?
Yeah.
Right, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah. I try sometimes.
Just speaking of, just really quick, I just want to run through, like top 10 of all the different charts. So, if you're doing the YouTube charts, 1 to 4 is TZ. Then we have Bien at number 5, Vibes Cartel, Zuchu number 7, Wakadinali number 8, Rayvanny number 9, and then J Melody number 10. And then you have to scroll down twice to get to Kenyan. Apple Music, which is music, number 1, the number 1 song is Backbencher, which talks. Wow, that song is doing pretty well. Then Drake, which one? Then we have Jazzworks at number 3 and 4 with Uzi Wakanjan and Isaka, 6 a.m., which are 2 songs I've heard a lot. Oh my goodness. Out in the unseen. Then Pewa by Mbosso, and then Jazzworks again. Mahu, and I can't pronounce those names. And then some more Jazzworks. Wow. And then number 8 is Wrong Places with Joshua Baraka. With You, Omale, Davido. And then number 10 on Apple Music is all my numbers are suffering. All My Enemies Are Suffering. That's interesting. Very interesting. Then the Spotify does their charts, they count it by monthly listeners, don't they? It just seems like a monthly listener count rather than So
there was a top 50 that was released recently. Go ahead.
Yeah. So number 1, Sophie and Zhao, 10.8. Number 2, Casey, 1.2. If Casey is on there, then shouldn't what's her name be on there? Your favorite artist of all time.
Don't say what's her
My
name.
bad. I'm disrespecting.
Please wash your mouth. Please
wash your mouth.
When you yes. No. When you
Throw
are
some
referring
respect
to
on
the goat
on the Pantheress's name. My bad. I'm so sorry, Afam. I'm so sorry.
on Pink Pantheress, Victoria Beverly. Listen, we
bro
are
knows her 2
talking about
names.
a goat.
Oh, you're
Who
such a
deserves
star.
to
No,
be
my
on this
goodness. Number 3 is Idaziz with 1.2. 4 is Baba.
Yeah, but actually, but genuinely, before we continued, like, does Casey, should he be on this list? And I know that's a crazy thing to ask, but should he?
So I'm guessing they're just judging by monthly listeners. So, and monthly listeners is from anywhere. They're not judged by monthly listeners that are in a specific region, right? So if you look at it that way and they are picking Kenyan artists, then I guess he deserves to be on here. But then if he's on here, then there's other artists that should be on here that aren't really. It's a weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just judging by monthly
see
listeners is a weird metric, I guess. But I guess it's what they've chosen.
because it's like also where are those monthly listeners coming from?
Yes.
That's
Like,
when
if you
now
really-
you
if you go to Casey's-
because obviously Casey's is majority gonna be from America or Europe.
Sophie and Zhao as well.
You look at
from-
Sophie and Zhao, it's also not gonna be from
does
Kenya.
his,
Anyway, let's
yeah.
not be. We're not being fun at the party. You know when people say, "Oh, you must be fun at parties."
No, it's-
we're not being fun at the party
Yeah,
right now.
we're no fun at parties
so,
at all.
Yeah, let's not.
Let me just run through them. And
Yeah,
then
let's
Barbara,
not.
I said Babangoy at number 4 with 1.1. Bien at number 5 with 752k. South Soul at number 6 with 620. Nesmburu at number 7. He's really doing well, actually, with 407. TG Black at number 8 with 338k. Bensoul, number 9, 328k. And then rounding up the top 10 is Nikita Carrying with 284. Then your Matata, Watenda Willie, Toxic, your Telegram. But yeah, that was interesting.
And Toxic Lyrically,
Yeah, it's just interesting to see how the numbers are playing into the music, because I think we tend to be very focused on music. We don't really focus on numbers that much, which is a good thing, I guess. But then it'd be good just to add that dimension to our music watching. It's like bird watching, but with music.
Music watching. Yeah, it is interesting. Let's see how they keep shifting. I'm waiting for a new artist to pop up, somebody to just disrupt everything.
Yeah.
I think when you talk about
we're overdue.
when you talk about disruptors, we're overdue. When you talk about disruptors, I think TG Black was a big disruptor of like the industry, because she just came seemingly out of nowhere and put herself in the list. So shout out to her. And then even Sophie and Zhao was a huge disruptor of like the status quo. She just came and all of a sudden the people who we should be seeing on these lists are not there anymore. You know what I mean? I could say names, but I wouldn't.
And sorry, on that point as well, I would also like to see the songs that are not necessarily in Nairobi, like the songs that are really doing well in the rural areas, enter this conversation as well. We always talk about the sound of Nairobi and the sound in Nairobi being, being the main focus, but then there's so much music out there in the coast and all that. It could be good to see all those songs be part of the conversation. I don't know how that's going to happen, but that'll just be really nice to see.
And that's actually a really good point. So earlier I said that most Kenyans listened or would listen to music on YouTube as opposed to streaming, which is true.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not sure how many artists, not how many artists, but how many Kenyans are listening to music on YouTube, especially in the rural areas, as opposed to like other forms of media. So I guess there's just so much work to be done in terms of data collection when it comes to the music industry, just to know and get like a real accurate description of what people are listening to. Because I guarantee these, like if we had like a real accurate representation, what's happening when it comes to Skiza tunes or radio, this, that, and the third, like all these lists will look very different in terms of like who's actually really popping like in Kenya in terms of like listenership. So I don't know. And
instead of collecting the data, the CMOs are busy bickering amongst each other, busy fighting for. We're not doing any.
No, listen, no, Sam, no. Those guys collect the data really well, but it's just not. It's not
no distribution
it's not
of it
like
at all.
The focus.
Dumb.
Dumb. That's not the focus. That's like actually besides the point. Who cares? We have all this data, fine. But where's the money going to? It needs to be going to my pockets. Yeah. That's how they think. Anyway, I wanted to talk about did you see the announcement for the lineup for Blankets and Wine?
Yep. Let me just pull that up. Yes. They dropped that.
I just want to give a big shout out to Zaituni Wambui. She's really doing the thing, man. She's on the lineup, and that's massive. She's sharing the stage with Flyer, who's another artist.
I like seeing Flyer up there.
Big shout out to him.
I like seeing Flyer up there. That's
it's
dope.
good. It's good to see Flyer
and
up
Billy
there.
Black.
Billy Black, But then we've played almost all of these artists on the
Yeah, because we're tapped in. Come on.
on the podcast.
We have a super
Bro,
super
we're so
A&R
tapped
like
in,
you.
yeah.
Super A&R like you. Of course, we've played every single one.
For
or most
real,
of them.
man.
Most of
for
them.
real, for real. And then we have Willis Chimano from Sauti Soul in the lineup as well. We have Toxic Lyrically. He
That's
definitely
cool.
had to be on here. Like he's on a run. Like he's on the best run of 2025.
Yeah.
If last year was the year of Wadagli's and Diana Chords, this year is definitely the year of Toxic Lyrically. And then Joshua Baraka, another really, really thriving Kenyan in the scene. Like, shout out to him.
No, man, you're just trying to trigger me. You're trying to trigger me. That's what you're trying to do.
How am I triggering you?
Shout
But he's a
out to Joshua
Kenyan
Baraka,
doing
man.
big
Yeah,
things in the
yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joshua Baraka.
Shout out to Joshua Baraka.
And
of
then
course.
the dynamic duo We Are Nubia. Oh my goodness. This is also an amazing year
It's
for
the
them.
rise
So
too, yeah.
Obviously they're
I
gonna
love to see their rise.
the rise is amazing, and obviously they're gonna perform D&D, and I'm pretty sure when they do, it's going to be an insane moment. I kind of wish I was there for that, but
Yeah.
anyway, I'm feeling the FOMO.
Hop on
And
a
then
flight. Hop on
finally,
a
the
light flight.
crown
Easy flight all the way just for this. Easy.
Yeah, just okay. If you're listening to this podcast and you want to fly me out, man, listen, I'm ready to be flued out, man. Listen, yo.
I'm ready to be flued out is crazy from a grown man. All right.
Yeah. Nah,
Okay.
I'm ready to be flued out, man.
I'm ready
Flew
to
me
be
out.
flued out, he says.
And the crown jewel of the 28th September edition of Blankets and Wine is gonna be Thames. How do you feel about that?
That's cool. It's interesting. They got Thames. Because Thames is a superstar now. Thames is a worldwide name. She's big. So it's really cool for her. Has she been to Kenya before?
Yeah, I think Thames Thames was scheduled to perform, but then I remember I think there was an issue and they had to cancel. So I think this is like her now actually coming back to perform again.
That'd be cool.
So,
That'd be cool. It'd be good to see Thames. Anyway, it's dope. I think it's a very strong. I think a strong headline. Thames is obviously she's a star now, so it's be good to have her. That's. I mean,
Did you see that? Did you see that video? Did you see that video that's going viral of her? Like a fan wanted her to sign like one of his. I don't know if it was a record or whatever, but either way. And then he gave her a pen and she tried, but then it wasn't working, so she just kissed the thing.
That's bird
the
behavior.
signature was her lipstick.
That's bird behavior.
No,
from
that
that
was
fan.
dope. No. That's dope if I ever. So that's more
man.
valuable.
Yo, sign my
than-
record. I
than-
don't want no kiss from you. Sign my record. What are you talking about?
No, but that's no. The
I
lore
want to see
behind having.
If I value someone's signature, like I want to see that signature. Like if I value that, I'm putting that on my wall.
But then,
no,
Sam,
I can't be
20 years
thinking
from
to
now,
myself,
we've
Thames
had this
kissed me.
argument before. Sam.
That's bird
No, she
behavior.
didn't kiss him. She kissed.
Oh.
She kissed the record so that like her lipstick.
Oh, her lipstick
whatever
sucked.
would
Okay,
be
sorry,
the,
my
like,
bad. I read that
signature.
all wrong.
Right?
That, it's not bird behavior
Don't you
anymore.
think
Okay.
that's sick?
That's
Don't
cool,
you think
but
that's
can you
sick?
still sign it though?
Don't you think that's sick? Yeah.
Can you still sign it though?
Because the pen wasn't working.
All right,
Listen,
like,
we've
let me
had this
borrow.
argument in the no, but I'm saying we've had this argument in the form of like of Burna Boy's like worn jacket thing. This is the same thing. I think this is more valuable than just like a signature,
No,
man. Like
no.
20 years from now, this is
Why
a
is
story.
but why?
This
Why
is a story you tell your grandchildren.
No, why is a kiss more
It's a story
lipstick
you tell your
stain more valuable
grandkids.
than a pen?
Because there's a story
That's
behind
bird
that.
behavior.
Like everybody gets a signed thing of merchandise. Bro, that's boring. You want a real story, man. Shout out to Thames.
How
That
many
was
people are
quick
going?
thinking.
Well, If there's
thinking on
video,
your
okay, yeah.
feet.
If there's video, that's fine. But then how many people you just tell, yo,
There
Thames
is,
kissed
there
my
is.
record? How many people will believe you?
Everybody. Me, I would be telling. I would tell
Of course you will,
everybody
Afam.
that.
Of course you
like
will.
if that happened to
you
me,
make t-shirts out of
you
that.
will never hear the end of
you
it.
turn that whole thing into a graphic t-shirt and you sell those. You will sell those to buy yourself
I'll
tickets
use
to
the
more
sound
Thames
clip
concerts.
as a tag. Like if there was things going, like I'll use that as my new
Bird
tag
behavior.
or something. I don't know.
Anyway, shout out to him, man. I hope he really cherishes that. I hope he gets to sell that for a lot of money later on.
No, that's the kind of thing you keep and cherish forever. You don't sell that.
And what does
Burna
keeping
Boy's
it do for
jacket you
me?
keep and
No.
listen.
What does
Burna
keeping
Boy's
it do for
jacket
me?
you keep and sell,
No.
but this one you just keep and cherish forever.
A Thames fan would. Anyway, so that's a cool lineup. I mean, it's a it's a very cool. It is, the lineup definitely feels a little bit less Afro poppy than the other ones have been.
Okay, I see that. I see that.
Yeah, it's more niche, like Billy Black and Flyer. Even Zaituni to some extent has more like niche music. And then Chimano coming in with the pop. That would be interesting to see. Of course, there's usually two stages. So on the other stage where it's like more of DJs playing, you have Paps, Hiribai, Corinne Kahi, Santa, Akosh Jumadi, Getty. Some of the names that we know. So that would be cool. Interesting one. Interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of like, this. I guess I'd want to see how that goes on both stages, just to see the energy that's brought. But anyway, shout out to Mudoin, the drummer queen, and her team, Blankets and Wine. I mean, it's
Shout out to MDQ.
It's a cultural thing at this point. So, yeah. Keep that going.
Yeah, man. I mean, speaking of events, festivals, I just want to give a huge congratulations to Sophie and Zhao. She was in
EDM
Tomorrowland.
Stage. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's huge.
That's big.
That's huge.
That's big. Let me clap it up for her, man.
Yep.
She deserves it. She deserves it. Seeing her in just seeing her together with Steve Aoki, that's already big. So,
I mean, yeah, Steve Aoki, we've been listening to Steve Aoki since 2010, 2012, like back then. So it's cool.
Man.
It's cool to see someone new come up and anyway, just shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. And I think it's also interesting. I mean, very cool to see that she's not doing it off her biggest, like the thing that blew her up with Zerb and everything, but then it's like a new song, a new hit. So really cool, man. Keep it up. That's why she's at the top of the Spotify list. Is there anything else?
Is there anything else that happened?
Into new music. Okay, so new music. First thing I went to, of course, Superstar dropped. So I went to listen to that, listening to it in the venue and then listening to it on headphones. I just wanted to see what that was. So shout out to him. Pretty decent album. Some really well produced songs on there. And just interesting. I mean, I'm definitely going to go listen to that and listen to his music again. I mean, listen back to his music just to see kind of what he's an interesting guy. He's just up there. He's a very chill. He was just up there very chill, talking about his music and how some of the songs came along and things like that. And the people he collaborated with, Wodomolo, Hendrik Sam on the project, Joe P was on the project as well, and just a couple of other guys, and then the artists as well. Shout out to him. He was playing guitar on there as well. He does that pretty well. So hey, go listen, man. Go support. Sero also dropped. I don't know, when did she drop this? 25th July, yeah. So she dropped. And I went to listen to this. Sero is like one of the artists I've been following low-key. Just like just not stalking. That's a bad way to put it. But then just following low-key. And she released an album, Dusk to Dawn. Very striking album art with the orange and the blue. Pretty cool. I need to listen to it again. I just went through a couple of the songs. I very much enjoyed the fifth song, Sero Costa Druang and Anariko. The song's called Amona's Cry. It's a very interesting, very emotional song. So shout out to her for that. Vic West, Kuna. When did that song drop? That song dropped a long time ago. A remix came out with Yemi Alade on it, which is very interesting. I don't know. Did you hear that? Did you hear Yemi Alade on Kuna Kuna?
Actually didn't. I didn't listen to that. How does she sound?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's Yemi. It's an interesting flavor. I like that. I guess this will be sounds like. I mean, Vic being signed, like these are different things that they're part of the initiatives that they're pushing out just to give more reach to some of the things he's done. So I like that, man. Hey, listen, we're always talking about the West Africa. It's good to get them jumping on some of our music rather than always having to go out there. Yeah, I like that. K-Rop and Liboy dropped a little EP, a little project with 4 songs, some Afro music, Afro house, Afro music. Well, still Afro music as well. So, yeah, I want to see if there's any other project that I peeped. Clark King dropped a project called Speak to Me. 3 songs on there, which is also interesting. And I think Modest Chabari dropped Rockstar as well. 6 songs. Modest Chabari, I haven't gotten the chance to listen to that, but I will go to that when we are done here. And yeah. Those are the projects. Those are the projects that I paid attention to. What were you listening to?
So I listened to Ukuleta by Genesis YBW Smith, Soundcraft. They also released a video, so shout out to Jeno. He's been releasing a lot of music.
Yep.
Karibu wa Mamzinga Kushman. So shout out to Kushman. Let's see. What else did I listen to? My Baby by Frankie Reri. So shout out to Frank. Let's see. Oh my God, I think you've said most of this. Oh yeah, shout out to Hendrik Sam and Tina Ador. They released the song Pili Pili. So, seeing Hendrik Sam dipping his toes in the Afro House
like, waters
scene. Yeah, man, that's really, really
that's a very versatile guy too. Goodness.
Very, very versatile. Idaziz dropped a song called Tuliza with Connie and Jerome Sidor or Sidor. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But Idaziz stays releasing like what's new. And yeah, I think that's what I listened to. Also, Fire by Tanasha, Donna and Keyloud.
Yep.
That sounded really, really good as well. So shout out to her. And yeah, that's what I listened to. Do you want to introduce the song though? The song of the week, our pick of the week.
Yep, our song today is a mix of our song pick rather is a mixture of a Kenyan artist and a Rwandan artist. The Rwandan artist that goes by Alyn. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. Alyn Sano. I hope I'm pronouncing it. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But she teamed up with Bensoul for a track called Chop Chop, produced by Run. Who every time I've gone out, I've heard someone in like the music setting. I've heard someone mention Run, and just in terms of just he's just doing a lot now, and producing like he's out there. So shout out to him. He's the one who produced this song as well. Very interesting, very interesting. I'd love to see the collaboration between Bensoul and between East Africa and East Africa. But then different East Africas, Bensoul and Alyn. And definitely want to see more of that. Maybe that's in Bensoul's stars. Maybe that's what he's up to now. He's just trying to, reach out to Africa now and get some more collaborations under his belt, which I think is a very good move. So, without further ado, the song that we'll be playing this week, Alyn Sano, Bensoul with Chop Chop.
This time I'm moving on. I'm fed up of giving all. It feels like a heavy load. I'm getting sick of y'all. I just wanna live life, fighting for my peace now. People never seem nice, take but never give back. I just wanna live life, fighting for my peace now. People never seem nice, take but never give back. I know, I just wanna be cool, like anyone to material like Kanibago Kunturi. I know, I just wanna be cool.
soda. Life is wickedy, human is wickedy. Want it easily, losing it easily. Want to eat chili, you gonna eat chili. Be silly, you gonna be silly. Blow your trumpet, make a symphony. Fill your heart with memories. Kachiri, kachiri. Mbele ya Mungu hakuna siri.
I just wanna be cool. Lakini watu material like Kanibagu kunduri
I know, I just wanna be cool. Lakini watu material like Kanibagu kunduri
Chop chop, chop chop, chop chop. People wanna chop chop, chop chop, chop chop, chop chop. People wanna chop chop, chop chop, chop chop, chop chop. People wanna chop chop, chop chop, chop chop, chop chop. People wanna chop chop. Alyn, Sano,
Suda, yeah, yeah.
energy.
That was Bensoul Alyn with Chop Chop. Very cool song. And really lovely production too. Oh my goodness, the strings. The strings that just engulf you towards the end of the song. Ron did that well. So shout out to him as well. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. No, actually, genuinely really enjoyed listening to the song. Also, if you guys want, you can go and peep the video. That's on
We dropped a video
YouTube.
too.
Yeah, guys, thank you guys for listening to 141 episodes of this podcast. A podcast we created to highlight Kenyan music and never forget, Kenyan artists deserve to be played more and paid more.
Oh,
And
played more, paid more.
Yeah, I said that last week. I'm trying to make it a thing here, Sam. Come on. Anyway,
You do try to make a lot of things a thing. That's like your thing.
yeah, that's my thing. If you're new here, I usually like to drop the 3 C's, which is kind of like a mantra that I created for myself because I'm not perfect and I'm trying to improve my craft as a producer in so the first C is confidence. Always be confident in your work. That's what sells. That's what makes people drawn to you in the first place. Number 2, consistency. Consistency is key. Like, you have to be really, really consistent in the way you create your art, also in the way that you release it. In this period of time where so many people are doing the same thing, if you're not consistent, you're not going to go anywhere. And number 3 is craft. Always work on your craft every day. Do something small that will build and contribute to the final product. Even if you only have 5 minutes a day, that's enough. And yeah, man, Sam, do you have anything to tell the people? What do you want to tell the world? What does the world need to know?
Oh, I have a lot. I have a lot to tell. A lot to tell the world. Unfortunately, it has nothing to do with music, and we will be here for ages. So, let's keep this short. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Oh, bro, I thought you were about to spill some
man,
tea.
No.
Bro, I was ready.
No
bro,
way,
I was ready. Bro, you should have seen this. Bro,
I have
me,
theories,
I was...
conspiracy theories, and just regular theories. Both conspiracy and regular theories. And we shall not be spilling those out. That's a different type of podcast.
Well, tune in next time when Sam will be spilling. Oh, guys, also, I know I'm sorry for doing this at the end of the podcast. I hope y'all are still listening. I know we said... Yeah, I know. And it sucks that I'm doing this at the end. Shout out to you if you're still listening. Yeah, I know a few weeks ago, Sam and I had a bet. I don't even know if Sam remembers.
I randomly remember that, bro. Where's my beat? Where's my compa beat? Where is the compa beat?
Listen, guys. I want to cop some please right now. I've just had a really, really busy...
Here we go.
No, I've had a really busy 2
life has
weeks.
been busy.
Yeah, life has been lifing. Life has been
I've been busy with work, kids.
Yeah. No, but it's true though. It's actually true.
Yeah.
It's actually true. My dog ate my laptop, so I couldn't make beats anymore.
Dog ate my... Oh, what an excuse. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. With that excuse, you
but the
redeemed
compa
yourself.
beat is
Not.
coming, so y'all just stay,
You still have to play it, though.
Stay locked in. It's still coming. Sam is going to lose this bet. So I just want to assure you guys
The dog ate my laptop.
that I am still holding on to this promise that I made. But anyway, guys, we will see you guys in episode 142.